Hi, I've got your plan open in a dollhouse view with, I went over here to this dialog and turned off the show lower floors, so you just see the attic. It says you haven't created a second floor, so there really isn't any room up here, and so it can't possibly be counted in any living area square footage. Number one. Okay. And see, okay, you built the second floor. That's good. You just need to close this area so that it gets counted in the living area. And number one is this stairwell. It's not correctly done. Click here. Okay, you isolated the room, but let's take a look on the structure tab of this. You need to take. Okay, you took the flat ceiling out. Good. Okay, that's correct. But on the second floor, you need to create a room here. So I'm going to turn the reference display on. And then yeah, we'll just take this wall here and line it up with the one below. Yeah. Also, I'm going to return this file to you, and I'm going to fix it up so you can edit it, continue editing it in Home Designer Pro if you want. Okay, now this closed space here, well, we don't have a closed space because this wall is probably an automatically generated attic wall. I'm going to take this one, that one, that one, that one, and this one, and make sure that they're programmed properly. Yeah, you don't want them no locate. You definitely don't want them no room define. And they're not attic walls. They're second floor walls. They're not attic walls. This is probably okay for these spaces. See, now I get a dialog box here, and I can tell this now. I can program this space to be open below, which this won't be counted in your square footage because it's an open air room. It doesn't have a floor and so forth. So it's open below, and we can call it stairwell. Okay. Now I'm going to turn off this interior dimension tool. I never use that because it's not accurate. It's rounding off of the dimensions. That's under rooms, interior dimensions. Yeah. Interior area. See, standard area is, I think, to the framing, and interior area just goes to the sheetrock. You look that up in your reference manual, but these are not equivocal. Okay, so now we've got a stairwell, and this is probably an auto-generated wall. I'm going to open it and see it's auto-generated. Auto-generated walls are always marked attic wall, and you made it invisible, and then no room defined. So I'm just going to unprogram it, and then we're going to delete it. It was auto-generated, and it doesn't fit here. Now this little space here, we need to have that be a room because it's a landing. It needs to have a floor. So I'm going to take these walls, make sure that they're properly programmed. Yeah, it's not an attic wall. Probably needs moldings on the interior since it's a landing. Let's see if we got a room dialog box here. Not yet. So this little segment here is messed up. Yep. See, no room definition, so it won't allow you to make a room. It's not an attic wall. And we should be able to get a dialog box here. Okay, it destroyed the door, so now I'm really not surprised. I'm going to draw over this. But now we get a dialog box here. And this will name landing show, and we'll give it an interior name like hall. See, all these names are how the software determines what's living space and what's not. So this is an interior space that will be counted in the living area calculation. Now we have no room here, okay? So I'm just going to take your wall here and extend it over to here. And then need the same thing going on over here. I'm going to extend this one over to here and just see how it goes. I'm going to just go to my interior wall tool and extend this wall you drew there, and the same thing over here. Okay, now this wall and this wall are probably automatically generated, so let's reprogram those. Hello, dialog box. There you are. Yeah, see, no room defined. Can't use those. They're not attic walls. They're second floor walls. That we don't need that, and they don't need to be no locate, and they're not attic walls. At least not all of them. Okay, let's see what's going on. This wall here may be no locate, no attic, no room defined. No, it isn't. Okay. So maybe these walls. Oh, I see that's a dormer. Okay, on this dormer thing, you have to go over to the walls and form a room inside the dormer. You didn't do that. Oops. Let me take a look at this in the dollhouse, see how it's coming along. Okay, again, I'm going to go up to this dialog up here and turn off show lower floors and floor overview. I just want to see the attic. See, we still don't have a floor in here. We have a proper landing and a stairwell, but I still haven't made this into a room. So I'm going to turn the reference display off. I'm just going to check these walls a few at a time. Make sure that they're properly programmed. Those are okay. Oh yeah, okay, that wall needs to stay. This one is, as we say in Texas, is cockarilla. Now you can't keep coming back like that because we don't have a room definition on the main room. Let's check these walls. Bing, bing, bing. See if they're properly programmed. They are, okay. That runs all the way there. That one should be okay. Yeah. Okay. And this wall, I can't move it because it needs to line up over here at the stairwell. This window is a square window that needs to be turned to look like a, oh, okay. Right, okay. First things first, we gotta have a room. Okay, that wall should be okay. I'm gonna use the break wall tool and break this part of the wall off. And this can be an attic wall. These are not necessary to form a room up there. And so we'll call it no room defined, no locate in attic wall. And these, that's probably how these are marked. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do with this dormer is I'm going to explode it here in the edit toolbar. I can't reach it. Trying to. Oh well, okay. All right. There's a command here, right here. It's called explode dormer. Left click, and it doesn't blow it up. Obviously, it just changes it into walls. I'm going to check the programming on these walls now that I've exploded it, and make sure that they'll allow a room to be. Whoops. It's not the dialogue I was expecting. Here we go. See, no room definition. That's no good. Now maybe we'll get a room in here. Bingo. Now we got a room dialog box, see? And let me show you what that one little action there did. See, now you got an actual floor there. Part of it's defined by the angle of the roof, but it's a good sized room. Looks like you started a diamond window over there, and there's some sort of, oh, that's just the base mold. The base mold is missing over here because this wall here is probably not properly programmed. Let me check it. Maybe that's it. Let me go back to the dollhouse camera. There's a wall missing there. Let me just stand over here and look in that direction. Oh, I see. That's no wall there because there's no wall there. And there's your window, but it's probably in the attic. And you probably didn't know, but this is not going to pass inspection. This has to be from here to here, at least 66 inches, and it's not. So the room has to be made smaller, and these sidewalls have to be at least 66 inches. We're okay over in this area. Let's go over here and turn around. Yeah, it's just, you're gonna have to adjust these walls until they're, if you measure from here to here, they're 66 inches. I don't know what to happen to that one. It's probably a dormer wall. Yeah, let me just see if I can just adjust that down and fill that hole in. Okay, that did it. You can adjust wall polylines at need, and in this case, I think there was a need. But this can't be that narrow. It's got to be 66 inches to pass inspection. No building inspector would pass that. Same thing over here. Just adjust that polyline to the floor. Okay, and let's click on that wall polyline. Let me look at it from the outside. Not quite sure what's going on. I'm going to use a backflip camera and look from here to there. See why that's not filling in properly. Well, it's just not filling in properly because it's not filling in properly. Okay. I'm going to open this wall dialog and go to the structure tab and see if it's been diddled with. Yeah. See, if this is unchecked, it means that you've manually edited that wall. So let's see if that fixes it. Usually it does. And it did. I don't know about the red color, what happened to that, but see, now your window's looking correct, at least from the outside. Let's check it from the inside. I'm going to go back to the dollhouse camera and then an interior. Okay, so that window is up here in the attic level. See, There's your window. It's there, and it shows in camera views like in this room. Like I just sketched this wall in. I'm gonna break it off with a wall break tool right there. It's gonna move it inward a little bit. And we'll do a, oh, okay, that disconnected it from there, so I better take it all the way down. See, I don't want to lose my room definition. Now I'm going to do a backflip cross section through this part from just there to there. I'm going to measure to see where that 66 inches needs to be. That's so that new wall that I just drew. And so we'll take a CAD line, put it on the floor, and then raise it up 66 inches. And that's the target we have to meet. So this wall here needs to move from here to here. That's let me just measure that. We'll keep this camera open for reference. That's about 1'7". So we'll click on this one, put in minus 1'7", enter. And we'll go back to the camera. Okay. See, now we have 66 here. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. If you've never done this before, it's kind of, you know, trippy to kind of do. It'd be hard to figure out for a new person. That's 4'9", so I'm going to click on this wall and click on this automatic dimension and minus 4'9", enter. Okay, now I'm just going to extend this wall here because there's no reason to have. I think we just get rid of this one. You just get a little bit bigger bathroom. Yeah. I'll let you fix that later. But see, now I'm going to go back to the cross-section camera. And now this will pass code because the side walls, the knee walls, are 66 inches tall. Of course, that makes your room narrower, but at least now it's legally a room. We'll stand over in one end of the room, look at the other. If you want that window to be part of the room, of course, what we can do, I think, is we'll just put an invisible wall here, just across here, from there to there. And we'll call this, I'll go over here to the structure tab and we'll take the flat ceiling out. And we'll show the room label. I'm going to name this family, just so it's an interiors type space. And we'll call this bonus V-A-U-L-T. Bonus vaulted. So now let's stand over here, and this will now vaulted, and so that'll include the window. Okay. We do it again in here. I have to go over to structure tab. Thought I did that. I guess I didn't. Anyway, that'll take the flat ceiling out and I'll allow the window to show. Yeah. You may want to vault the whole thing. I know that's up to you. It's a little bit more expensive to frame, because then the roof framing has to be beefier if it doesn't have also, but that works okay. Okay. But now I need to do the same thing on this end. I'm just going to take this wall and use the centering tool, and we'll center it on this wall. Oops. extend that over so we get a closed space again. You can see these little dashed lines. That's where the flat ceiling is between here and here, here and here, 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 here. Of course, there's no flat ceiling in here. What's that? Oh, man, I can't type with doodle. Okay, B-O-N-U-S. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Take this wall and center it on the other one so we get 66-inch sidewalls. Then we'll have to extend this one because it didn't extend. Now these two walls that were, see, they vanished on their own. As soon as I made this into a room, they vanished. They're automatically generated attic walls. So I'm going to put your door back. You can resize that later if you want to. And now this is a realistic layout of the attic room. I'm going to stand over here and look in this direction. It made the room smaller, but at least it'll pass code now. I'm not sure about, now this side wall looks okay, but this one, I don't know, maybe I need to just extend that wall. I need to do a cross-section camera here, and yeah, it's same thing. And just fill those wall polylines in. Okay, let's do a cross-section camera across this area. Make sure that those from here to here gives us 66-inch side walls. Just go left click, and then the back click cross-section camera just shows where you left click, where it creates a viewpoint for the camera, and then where you release the mouse, that's how much of the model you see. Okay. So I'm interested in measuring from the floor here to the side. See, it's not quite tall enough. It's not quite there. Now I think these side walls are part of the exterior walls. Let's take a look. Oh, you put a little deck out there, didn't you? Good Lord. I think I did that. I didn't realize it was going to do that to the outside. Let me just click on this one, and again, I'm going to go to the Structure tab, and yeah, check those and let that go where it's supposed to do. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Where's the open icon? There it is down there. Structure tab, bingo. Okay. So what I'm going to do to get the 50, we'll leave the deck where it is and leave these sidewalls where it is. You already got that work done. We go back inside. We'll have to draw some more interior walls. And we'll go back and take another backlit cross-section look. Okay, we got way more than we need now. I'm going to do the same trick with the CAD line. Put it on the floor, raise it 66 inches. And extend it. So this wall needs to move from here to there, about 18 inches. And this one goes from here. see, that's 19 inches. Okay. So this one's minus 18. And yeah, see, it's right on the, actually, if I put it right on those dashed lines, that'll be it. The dashed line shows where the flat of the ceiling meets the roof. And then this wall and this wall, I don't, this will add to the square footage if I don't do this. I have to open those walls and tell them to be no room defined. Waiting for the dialog box to open. There it is. We'll make those no room defined and attic walls. We still have a dialog box in here. Where's it? There we go. It just got a little smaller, a little narrower to meet code. Okay. Whoops. I don't know what is that? That's a ceiling? I think it is. Yeah, it's a ceiling. Ceiling is sticking through the roof planes there. It's probably what's happening here also, and here. Like I said in my earlier post, I think you did a good job. Not a perfect job, but for a new guy, it's phenomenal. And it just needed a little bit of cleaning up. Now, this isn't going to keep you from getting your house built. You know, it's ugly, but it's not the end of the world. You print this in paper scale plans, and building professionals will be able to deliver it for you. It's good enough to get it built. And there's no dashed lines over in here because I've made the ceiling vaulted. These dashed lines are just shows you where the area of flat ceiling is. The only other concern I have is this stairwell may not pass code. Well, maybe that'll work. So you can't open this door in because it can't get past this roof plane here. So that's not going to work. Wonder why does that wall have a cap on it? Let me check and see what's wrong with that. Shouldn't have a wall cap on it unless you made it a railing. Okay. Wouldn't you put a railing wall there? Catch up. Yeah, it looks better. This was a railing wall also. And uncheck that. That helps a little bit, but this door, well, I put that door in there and I didn't pay any attention to the width on it. That's a 36-inch door. Maybe a 30-inch door would fit. It's going to make it kind of hard to get furniture in here, but move that to the right. It's got to clear that, or it can't be this tall, you know. Instead of an 80-inch door, you're going to have to make it a 72-inch door or something like that to clear the roof. Let's see, we'll change it to 72. If that's not acceptable to you, then you're, like Eric said, maybe you need to redesign the plan. But the stairs should, what is that? I don't see any stairs there. Oh, that's these. Okay, you don't need that. Okay, you probably don't need, I'm not going to do any more with that, but I saw that stairs sticking through there. It doesn't belong. I got a bunch of cameras open now. Okay, there was a stair sticking through the door. I knew that wasn't supposed to be there. And the remaining glitches are not that great. In terms of building the house, I mean, close this camera and we'll go back up to the second floor. I was just concerned with that stair sticking through. Not real crazy about this, but you have to make the door skinnier and lower so it'll miss that. Let's take a look at the stairs. I haven't looked at the stairs. I just assume they fit. Again, I'm going to do a backflip through the landing and the stair to see if it's long enough. Okay, that works, see? It's a little bit low. I think I raise it up about 7 inches. I'm going to go down here and see, right now I'm going to turn off automatic heights, and then that ungrades this out. I need to raise that 7 inches, so I'm going to put in +7 tab. We'll go back to the cross-section camera. Hurry up, there. See, from this top tread to here needs to be 7 inches to pass code. Let's see, let's measure from there to there. Okay, that's 10, we need to raise it 3 more inches. So, open the stair, and we'll go over here to the top height and put in +4 inches. And also, we can look at this, and it's a little steep, 42 degree, 42 and not quite a half, but we can lower that by just adding a tread down here. That'll lower it a little bit. Anyway, I didn't mean to spend all this time on it, but I wanted to refute what Eric said and fix up most of the major things that I saw that were wrong. See, you got plenty of room for stair clearance. Got a bit. It's a little steep for stairs, and you got a decent landing. There's not really enough room for a door, a decent sized door. Think if you're carrying a bed up here and you have to make that L-shaped corner, it's going to be a little bit tough. It can be done, but maybe you'll have to use a water bed instead of a regular bed, because this needs to be widened. And what you might do is, I made this bathroom a little bit wider this way. Got plenty of headroom for it, I think. Let's take a look. I'm going to do a backflip right here through the bathroom. I can see there's a dashed line there, so it is slanting. It's not too bad, but maybe you could move this over and then move that door over and get a door, and you have to readjust the stairs and so forth to get all that to work properly. But I'm done. I think I'm going to repost this. You can use it if you want. You can do what Eric said if you want. I just don't think it's needful. Just needed to put room interior spaces up here, and I don't see the living area. I wonder if you got that turned off. Don't show living area. Well, then when the living area goes away, you go over to Tools, Checks, Plan Check, and I'm not going to go through a plan check. I'm just going to go next, and let it do what it's saying. And then click done, and see there's the living area. And the living area is just this. See, it doesn't include these because I made this attic. That's attic. This is all attic except for these closed spaces. That and the landing and the stairwell. See, that's the living area for the second floor. And then we should have a living area for the first floor. And if you've named all of these spaces properly, there should be an outdoor name. This should be an outdoor name like garage. This should be named garage. And the rest of these are air conditioned and cool spaces. That's not. So it needs to be called garage. Or see, unspecified would make it part of the living area space. That's a no-no. Okay. You can name a garage. You can change this label down here that displays all you like, but it has to be programmed to be an outdoor space. Otherwise, it's going to be counted in the living area space. And that's why your display is wrong, because of what you did. The program didn't do anything wrong. You didn't guide the program to a proper result, okay? That should be an interior space, interior space, interior space, and so on. This is not an interior space, so it needs to be marked garage or slab or something like that. This is not going to mess up the living area. You hear me? Okay. Let me hit the tab key. Yeah, see, that's a space there too, and let's see how you programmed it. It's added to the living area, and it's not living area space. So we could name it, I don't even know why there's a room there. Let's take a look. It's over. You don't need to have walls there. So just eliminating these walls, and all these little spaces will then be added automatically to the garage. See, now that's all garage, and it was subtracted from the living area. I thought, well, it doesn't matter what I thought I told you. Hopefully you get the idea that this software is not some kind of genius thing that figures everything out for you. No, you have to be the genius and really know how to control it and how to use it to get a product. Hope this helps you, and whether it does or doesn't, have a great day. Thanks for watching.